legendary gamers.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting StarCraft 2 Shoutcast. I'm going to be your announcer today, Mr. Worm. We have got an exciting 1v1 here on ESL, yeah that's right, ESL's Cloud Kingdom. We've got Mouse Hasu and ESC Monchi battling off here. Monchi is going to be the green Protoss here in the upper right hand side, and Hasu is going to be the red Protoss. So it is going to be a mirror matchup here. See what these guys do. Of course, it's kind of a boring start to most of these games, especially in Cloud Kingdom, because I would say 9 out of 10 Protoss on Cloud Kingdom like to fast expand. That's just kind of how they do it. However, based on Hasu's probe here, or excuse me, pylon placement, I would have to say that is incorrect. And wow, look at that, Monchi just tit for tat. Immediately goes ahead and drops his pylon in the identical location. So it is not going to be a fast expand here from either player. And usually you see the scout right after this, but these guys, I guess, have been playing with each other. A lot of these, pro-level players have actual strategy coordinators, professional people that come in and go and research their opponent and their opponent's playstyle before one of these games begins. So I'm a little curious to see exactly, if these guys are going to play pretty much tit for tat. And at this point, it really looks as if they're going to do it. So. Wow, that really doesn't give me a lot of room to move, does it? Okay, gas going down here for Monchi. And gas going down for Hasu. So I guess I'd just kind of zoom in and play with the heads of these little probes here. I'll just click on them one by one until I distract one. See if I can mess one up here. No? No, I guess not. Wow, they are really focused today. They're just in the game. So, secondary pylon going down. This right now is pretty much the standard atypical Protoss build. Usually you'll see Cybernetics core come down like pretty much right now, and then you'll see usually like another probe, and then you'll see a gas. And this is right here is where this will deviate. So yeah, it looks like Monchi is playing this completely standard, and Hasu has decided to deviate. Or maybe he was just a little behind on that. He wanted to get another probe out before getting the gas. That's what it looks like. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He went for the Zealot first. Okay, so he wanted to get the early defensive Zealot first. Okay, and looks like Monchi sent out a little probe over here. Probably going to try and drop a pylon, out here and then out here, and then eventually kind of get it a little closer in. So we'll have to see what he decides to do. Sentry versus Stalker is what it looks like here. So that's going to be a more defensive build here for Monchi as he chrono boosts out that gateway technology. And wow, Hasu is actually spending his chrono on the Stalker. So some kind of an early aggression. As we can see, there is actually proxy Stargate play. That's usually something you really don't see a lot in Protoss versus Protoss. Simply because it is just simply, it is simply, I'm going to say the word simply like 500 times now, simply entirely too common that any type of this Stargate play is just warded off by Stalkers. It's very easy for Protoss to get out, manufacture, and defend with Stalkers. So it looks like that Stalker is pushing away the probe. That way it can start to try to be aggressive up this ramp. But of course, single force field in the Zealot is going to be enough. Sorry, 2 Zealots. There's a second one hidden back there. So Hasu doing a little bit of a poke and deciding, really not interested in that. And it's going to be Phoenix. I was really not expecting Phoenix. Okay, so 3-gate Robo versus Phoenix play. And there is a Twilight Council down here. So yeah, it's going to be Blink play. And Blink play happens to be one of the hard counters to Phoenix. And I'm really kind of curious what Monchi is going to do with these Phoenix. I mean, he can go in and pick up and snipe a sentry. Oh, he really wants that sentry, doesn't he? But he lost to Phoenix. He lost to Phoenix. in order to get that sentry. Look at this rally. Oh, he's taking so much damage. He's trying to juke him out there. But once that blink play gets done, now what he did get out of this is a good scout. Gets a good, thorough scout. He gets his nexus down. He gets to expand. But at the same time, I mean, this could be really, really nerve-wracking. I mean, because Hasu's got a really good little ground army. Okay? And he's trying to use these Phoenix to hold him in his base. Because look at that. He's going to split up his army. Some are going to probably, yeah, sit up here, kind of next to the rocks. And the other ones are probably going to sit back by the mineral line and, you know, protect the workers. And so he's not really going to be able to move. You know, he's going to kind of be stuck there. You know? And this is about normal expansion timing. Monchi actually got his expansion a little bit early, but then again, he knew what he was up against, so it's totally fine for him to go ahead and drop the expansion early. You know, expansions from Protoss normally come down somewhere between 45 and 50 supply. You know, Monchi probably got it right about 50 supply. Hasu was a little late at 52, but that's not all that terrible. Forward pylon coming down here for Hasu. And now Monchi's just kind of letting this Stargate go idle. He's like, you know, I got my Phoenix, I got my harass done. You know, I may go, you know, kind of take a look around with it. I don't really need to. And he's got the Zealot queued up here, obviously looking for proxy pylons and forward pylons. And now with the Observer for Hasu, he's getting in here. He sees exactly what's going on. He's gonna count up these gates, and he's gonna go, robotics bay, huh? So, I'm not really sure. Did the Observer see the robotics bay yet? Let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah. He did see it, so yeah, he knows it's gonna be Colossus, but he hasn't seen the expansion yet. So, of course there comes that blink play. Chasing off the Phoenix. And a little bit of a push here for Hasu, just pressure on the front a little bit. However, Monchi, in the meantime, has made, you know, what you can only call a pretty nasty army. And he's actually going to trap Monchi in the middle here if he's really not careful. Oh, that's not really a great engagement. Nice force fields. Blocking out the Immortal, blocking out the Stalker. Woo! Monchi's got to be like, man, that was close. I nearly got trapped in a really, really bad spot. However, he's going to go for it. He's going to focus down these Immortals. and the Phoenix picking up Hasu's Immortal here. That's really funny, because that actually takes quite a bit of power away from Hasu. And it looks like he's being forced back here a little bit. He's trying to reinforce in the front here with a bunch of Zealots, but that's really not going to do a whole lot. However, Monchi turns away just for a second, loses a Stalker, loses a second Stalker. Excellent little blink micro there by Hasu. And Monchi is just getting pulled further and further away from his base. Now he's like, crap, man, now I got to keep warping in. I got to take care of this. I got to get another Immortal out. And while that's going on, Hasu's just, you know, focusing on getting his expansion out. It looks like he's trying to cut off these Stalkers, but nope, they blink and they escape. Very good blink micro from Hasu. I love watching Hasu's blink micro. It's really, really good. And he's forced to cancel that pylon that he wanted. He wanted to get seriously aggressive there right then. And so we got the first Colossus coming out. We got extended thermal lance coming out. Okay, and it looks like Hasu is actually going to follow suit with a robotics bay and a second robotics facility. So I guess he's going, okay, well, if you're on 4 gas, and he's Monchi at this point is pumping off all cylinders. You know, he's got all his gas going, so he's gonna have the Colossus in a considerably better timing than Monchi does. And he's already got 3 Immortals, 2 Sentry, a couple of Stalkers, warping in a couple of more Zealots to get some beef in there. Once he gets this thermal lance finished, even with a single Colossus and a push, he could probably pretty much just roll over Hasu with just a little bit of good micro. And we'll see what he does. Here come those Stalkers back up. Oh, that is not good. Lost a single Stalker already. Second one took a lot of damage there. However, now Hasu is getting 2 Colossus at a time and getting his +1. He's like, oh, you want to play Colossus play, huh? I'm sorry, that's not Hasu. That's Monchi who's getting 2 Colossus at a time. Yeah, that is Monchi doing that. Wow. Monchi is just getting further and further ahead in this game. Not only the supply count, the units lost tab, the spending. Yeah, he's just up. He's up on everything. Look at the army supply count difference here. 3,500 minerals, 1425 gas. That is going to look pretty nasty on by anybody's account. And here he's splitting up his army. I'm not really liking this idea, especially not with all of his stalkers up here. Or sorry, with all his zealots in the front. I mean, sure, it's good for them to take damage, but what is Monchi doing with this? I'm curious. Is he going to try and secure the third? Hasu's got a couple of guys over here trying to take a couple of shots. What did he get? I think he got the stalker. That's it. That's what it was. It was the remnants of a dead stalker down there. And Hasu's expanding over here, and Monchi, I think he's probably going to drop a forward pylon out here somewhere. Even though he's already got this one over here. And here comes the probe train. And that probe train, unfortunately, is going to probably run right across this probe here. And that is going to give Monchi full vision. Sorry about that, guys. Look at that. Monchi's like, that's interesting. But in response, Hasu is forced to make a stalker. And that probe is actually going to get all the way back. Hasu's guys are deciding they want to hide over here in this corner. And it looks like Hasu's trying to do a little bit of harass up here on the high ground. I was about to say, the range on those immortals is identical to those stalkers. So Hasu's got a whole bunch of Colossus out here now, and he's successfully getting this third up. Okay. Now, Monchi has got a ridiculous amount of Colossus, and he's still producing a ridiculous amount of Colossus. And he's getting his upgrades, and he's getting Zealot Charge. They're both getting Zealot Charge. But at this point, considering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoa! This is gonna come down to Stalker Colossus Micro. He's trying to cut him off. Monchi's like, I got more Colossus here, man. I will win this. I will win this with more Colossus. Good Colossus Micro means a lot. And Monchi's like, crap, I thought I had that. Oh, he's going to lose that one. Hasu does manage to actually lose a Colossus, and he's got what looked like a bad rally there for a second. Look at that. Monchi's not even really hurt, and almost everything over here is in the red. I don't know why he pushed back into that. Look at this. Everything here is full. Full shields. Full shields, full armor. And Hasu's just really not in a great position here. I mean, is he trying to set a trap? It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's just walking down the ramp to his death over and over again. Yeah, he almost lost another one there, and now he's losing. He's getting tons of shots off on his zealots. Oh man! The only thing that's nice here is that he's got a couple of zealots up over here doing some harass, trying to actually cut off the reinforcements for Monchi, okay, and reduce his Colossus numbers. And he's just doing it over and over and over again. And he does actually manage to take one out. That was actually really good play there for Hasu. And now he's splitting up Monchi in kind of a bad way. However, now Monchi has so many Colossus that I don't really think it's going to matter anymore. I'm pretty sure when he starts shooting and pushing in here, Hasu is going to be in a pretty crappy position. And Monchi is just going to go for the kill here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be it, and Hasu is forced to GG out of that. The Colossus numbers were simply too high. He could have got some anti-air or something to try and kill off these Colossus. There really were almost pretty much zero stalkers on the ground here, and Hasu had already spent his money early game on Blink, so that would have been, you know, an okay idea. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.